she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind, out my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho, so left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind.
And welcome to my channel where we're all insane for cosmetics. So I'm going to be doing a review on a very expensive but very awesome foundation called Cle De Peau. So it's a foundation by Cle De Peau. They make a very dewy foundation, and I have been using this for a while now, so I will be able to give a very thorough review. But when I was going to buy it, there was not that many reviews on it, so I thought that I would make one myself, although the reviews that I did see all had very positive results. They were really, you could even see on camera that this foundation really held up well and wore nicely. I am wearing it today. I'm going to let you know the pros and the cons that I have noticed about it. I'm actually not wearing primer because I'm kind of on the hunt for primer, but I am wearing this Dior Capture Total Dream Skin Advanced, and I've heard in some places that this is a primer. In other places I've heard that it's not a primer. It doesn't say primer on it, but it is meant to be worn under makeup to enhance your look. So this is the only primer-like thing that I have on my face right now. Of course, you know, makeup kind of starts with skincare, but I already have that under control. Here is the box. It comes in this gold box. It says Cle De Peau Beaute, the foundation, broad spectrum, SPF 21. So it does have some sunscreen in it. This particular foundation is a mix between water-based and silicone-based. The first ingredient is water. The second ingredient is dimethicone, which is a silicone. My skin type is very oily, blemish prone. I also have very fair olive skin or light olive skin. The first thing about this Cle De Peau foundation, here's how you get it. They do not have a very good shade range at all. I don't think that's necessarily bad, it's just kind of bad if they don't have your shade. It is very expensive, and I think that the quality of it meets those expectations of an expensive foundation. But let me just tell you what I did with this foundation. Nearly half of the jar is gone, so I've used it quite a bit. I have quite a bit of experience with it. So this color looks pretty good on my skin. It matches pretty well, but it's definitely too light. So instead of buying another foundation and mixing them together, this is just what I've personally been doing. I took this NARS Laguna Liquid Bronzer, and I found myself using this to darken it up, and I found that working for me. So eventually I just squeezed quite a few pumps into the foundation and mix that up, and now I think I have a color that matches my skin a lot better. It might still be a little bit light, but it's actually a lot better. Regardless of the shade range, if you can find a shade that works for your skin, I definitely recommend this foundation. I have textured skin, and when I wear this foundation, it doesn't crease as bad as other foundations that I have found. I mean, I've had this on for hours and it's barely creasing at all. And usually I have so much texture here that almost anything that I put on my face is going to crease. But I mean, like I said, I'm not even really wearing primer, and it's holding up really well. It is a dewy finish. It is a light to medium coverage. So I do wear color corrector and concealer under it, and that tends to work pretty well. It still looks nice. I just find that overall with this foundation, when I wear this foundation, number one, it does hold up really well throughout the day, no matter how long that you're wearing it. It kind of has this overall just really nice, radiant, flawless finish. I do think it has a lot to do with whatever you're wearing underneath it. But overall, it just makes your skin look better. It goes on really nicely. It kind of melts into your skin. I just noticed that when I saw other YouTubers wearing this at the end of their day, their skin still looked visibly better. Even through the camera, I could see that their skin looked better. and I agree when I wear this that my makeup tends to hold up better. Now, this dewy finish is not really great for my oily skin, but I am able to use a lot of powder with it, and I think that that combination kind of works for me. Overall, I think that this foundation is a really, really good way to go if you want buildable coverage that isn't too overpowering and that is just going to look pretty pristine throughout your day and not really move a whole lot. I mean, the wear tests are actually really, really good for this foundation. It doesn't tend to crease for anyone that I've seen, and it doesn't tend to crease for me. Like I said, I have textured, oily skin. I think if you're looking for a foundation that is not matte, that is going to make your skin look very pretty and natural and uniform, I do recommend this. And like I said, I've been using it, I keep using it. I'm not really in a hurry to find a different foundation because this one is pretty good. I have also used La Mer, and I actually find myself, like I have the La Mer cushion and I liked it from the first moment that I put it on, but I kind of find myself using this foundation on the daily. I'll tell you what I like better about this particular foundation is, like I said, I have a lot of texture in my chin area, and I feel like when I put La Mer on it, it accentuates the texture and the imperfections. And when I put Cle De Peau on it, it seems to not accentuate the imperfections and just, it doesn't look cakey, you know, because I am wearing a lot of concealer and color corrector underneath this, and it does look bad and cakey if you were to look up close to it, but it's not nearly as bad as even the La Mer foundation or as a different foundation. So this foundation, I mean, and you can see the places in my face that do not have a lot of problems. I mean, it looks pretty darn good. So look here, my pores are not invisible. I mean, it looks pretty uniform, you know. My pores are not invisible, but I mean, that's not really, foundation isn't really supposed to take care of that for you. But overall, it just looks pretty good. Like, look at my forehead. You know, my forehead is like perfect. So if you have good skin, I mean, this is just gonna lay down perfectly for you. I feel like it's a high quality foundation for sure. And if you're thinking about trying it, I would say go ahead and try it. Find a shade that works for you, and who knows, maybe you might use my little NARS Laguna trick. It works for me. I do want to kind of throw in a little extra here. I also tried the Cle De Peau blush, the cream blush, and I gotta tell you, I really like it. I probably like the blush more than the foundation. What I like about it is this is the Butte Blush Cream in number 4. So what I like about it is it blends so flawlessly, like so flawlessly. It's just like, boop, boop, like a little fairy kissed my cheeks and they're just, boop, boop, boop. It just blends so nicely. And then the color when you put it on, it's like perfect. And it doesn't look like it. Like when I saw this color, I was like, I don't know about that. But when you put it on your skin, it just really works, and it looks so uniform and nice and flawless, and it blends. I really can't say enough about this blush. I mean, I was using NARS Orgasm for a long time. I've been using the Natasha Denona Duo, and this one is the one that I prefer. So that says a lot. You do get a little spatula with the product, so you don't have to worry about getting germs inside your container, because I know these containers can be considered a little bit unsanitary, but I really have not had any problem with it. I just scoop some out and I put it on my hand and I use a beauty blender. So I hope that this helped you guys. Please click the like button, subscribe below, and please comment with your experiences with this foundation, or if you have any questions that I did not answer for you. I love you guys, and don't forget, if you like my makeup, please follow me on Instagram and TikTok, Insane for Cosmetics, and I will see you in the next video.